Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Anna Melendez. I'm a chiropractor in North County, San Diego. I love talking all things wellness, fitness, health, nutrition. Food is my favorite thing to talk about, so a lot of my channel revolves around nutrition and food and essentially eating for your hormones, balancing your hormones, and really tips to restore your metabolism. That's like my MO. And tonight we're talking more food, and we're gonna make one of my favorite dinners, and I just started making this regularly. One of my girlfriends just had a baby a few weeks ago, and so I made this for her and her family and brought it over, and it was a huge hit. I made it for my mom recently and she loved it, and if your mama likes your cooking, it's a good recipe. So tonight we're gonna make Greek meatballs with homemade tzatziki sauce and some bone broth rice. It's really simple, it doesn't take too long, and it's an easy thing that you can make beforehand or like freeze and heat up later if you like to. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna start by making the meatballs. So I put a pound of ground beef into a bowl and added a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm a gluten-free girly, so I got these gluten-free breadcrumbs, and then about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, all minced up. Add 1 egg to the bowl, and then we're gonna add all of the good seasonings. Totally got a shell in there. Yes, all right, lovely. Do not get shells in your meatballs. That would be awful. So then add 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Then about 1/4 teaspoon of cracked pepper. Then it's time for my favorite ingredient, fresh dill. You can use dried dill as well for the meatballs, but I prefer fresh just because it's so yummy. I did about 1 tablespoon, and then you just dive in and mix this all up with your hands. I found that that is the easiest way to combine everything. Now time to assemble the meatballs. You can make them as big or as small as you want. Just try to make them about the same size roughly. This 1 pound of ground beef made me 11 meatballs. And when they're all ready to go, you put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees. While the meatballs cooked, I prepared the veg that I wanted with this dinner. And tonight it was zucchini. I'm not like the biggest zucchini fan, but this is my favorite way to make zucchini. I cut it in long ways and then just douse it in seasonings and bake it in the oven for only about 10-ish minutes. And then you can broil it at the end for just like 2 to 3 minutes and make it nice and crispy. I used avocado oil because it tends to make especially veggies nice and crispy, and I want that crispy texture with these zucchinis. So I used avocado oil, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and then just a little bit of dried basil at the end. Some people like to season their veggies in a bowl and then transfer to a tray. I never do. I also forgot to put garlic powder on it, so don't forget your garlic powder and then pop them right in the oven. Okay, now time to cook the rice. I used 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of chicken bone broth that I got from Trader Joe's. 1 cup of rice is usually plenty for Jacob and I, and we have leftovers. So I brought that to a boil and then simmered on low, covered, also with a bay leaf and a pinch of salt. Now for the best ingredient, the tzatziki sauce. This stuff is gold. It is my favorite sauce in the world, and it's so easy to make. You just do 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt and then grate a cucumber. I used a cucumber and a half, and I like how Trader Joe's sells their tzatziki with really thinly sliced pieces of cucumber. You can also like grate it on a cheese grater or chop it up however you like it, but I would say the most common is grated on a cheese grater. I just prefer it this way. Then mince and add about 2 cloves of garlic, a drizzle of olive oil, let's call it a tablespoon, and then the juice from 1/2 of a lemon. If you roll your citrus before you juice it, it releases the juices a little bit easier and makes it easier to juice. Don't forget to salt. I used 1/4 teaspoon and then chopped up a ton of fresh dill. This is where you want the fresh dill, not the dried dill. So I chopped up almost an entire like container of dill, so maybe like 2-ish tablespoons when it's all chopped up, and then just combine your tzatziki and it's ready to go. Fluff up your rice when it's done, and do not forget to remove the bay leaf. Your kitchen should be smelling amazing at this point, and then it's time to plate. I served myself 4 meatballs, but Jacob, I gave him like 5 or 6 because, more protein. Beef it up, my man. And then some zucchini, add the rice, and then I topped it all with that yummy tzatziki sauce. I love tzatziki, so I put it right in the middle. I literally put this on everything. It's actually surprisingly good on eggs, believe it or not, but I put it right in the center so I can get the most out of it. And that is the dinner. I hope you guys enjoy. This is one of my favorite easy go-to meals. It's pretty quick, and I just hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you try this dinner and you enjoy it. Again, it takes like 30 minutes, around 30 minutes from start to finish, and it's so good, nutrient dense. I'm gonna go enjoy my big old plate here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment if you like this style of video, like more just like recipes, dinner, lunch, breakfast ideas, because these are some of my favorite ones to make because I love food, and what you want to see next. I'll see you next time.